It's the 10 to 1 podcast with your host, Brad Oman, featuring Ben Conowitz and Nate Laux. And here's the podcast.
Welcome back for the last time.
Wow.
Wow. Are we ending the show?
No, it's just the last episode of the season.
It made it sound like you were going to kill yourself.
Yeah. Welcome to the last show. I'm done with this life. It's the Nate finale.
Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you guys this off air because I just didn't remember. But I got an email that our SNL UK episode that we did got pulled off of Spotify. Can you believe that?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. They said something.
Oh, I know why.
What'd you do?
It's because I used the Downton Abbey theme for the opening music.
Oh, why do you do these things? Because it got pulled.
It felt like the most British thing to use for that. So,
but we had the rights, right?
No. I'll have to go try and find something else. That's probably why. I wonder if it got pulled off YouTube too.
I did not check, but I just got the email.
Did it just happen or
no? It happened a while ago. I didn't.
Thanks for checking the email, buddy.
Yep, I got it.
Hey, did we get in trouble for using this Saturday Night Live theme song?
No, and we've been using that for years.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's a show about SNL.
Shut up, Ben.
Sorry.
I'm willing to bet it's because they don't like actively sell the Saturday Night Live soundtrack.
How could they?
Yeah.
You know, I own it.
You're absolutely right. They probably don't profit off of it.
But I guarantee you they sell the Downton Abbey soundtrack.
Yeah,
No,
that's true.
for sure.
Yeah.
Downton
Whatever.
Abbey, where the Abbeys are downtown. That's it, right?
Hey guys,
Good eye, mate.
now I on this podcast am probably the biggest Will Ferrell fan. We've established many times in previous episodes. But you guys are master impressionists, right? So Will Ferrell hosted.
Just because your father reminds you of the dad from Kicking and Screaming does not mean that you're a huge Will Ferrell fan. Okay, that's not right. That's unfair.
All right, Kicking and Screaming is a underrated film, by the way.
It is.
It's hilarious.
I love that film.
But anyway, you guys are skilled impressionists, right?
Totally skilled.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Compared to me,
I'm very skilled. Yes.
Compared
I'm
to me.
totally skilled.
Whatever you want for this bit.
It's me or hater.
and we do impressions on Go Flick Yourself sometimes, or I ask them to do impressions of different things, and then they sometimes ask me and just make fun of me. So I wanted to see who could do the best Will Ferrell impressions, but this is Will Ferrell doing impressions. So for example, I want you to do your best Will Ferrell doing Alex Trebek. Go, Brad.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Wow. Potables.
Ben.
Let's take a look at the board.
All right, neither wins. Let's do Ben, you do Harry Carey.
Okay, Turd Ferguson.
There we go. That's a good one. All right, Harry Carey. By the way, the audience, never given them any clue that I'm going to do this with them to them.
If the moon was made of cheese, would you eat it? I know I would.
That's really good. Go ahead.
Hey! Hey! If the moon was made of spare ribs, would you eat it? I know I would. It'd be delicious. Wash it down with a tall, cool Budweiser.
You got to close off the nose.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. I was forgetting to do that
All right.
part. Yeah.
Brad, your turn. Let's do James Lipton.
You once told me a story when, on stage, you presented yourself as the Duchess of York. I'd like to speak to her now, please.
You got a good You got a good James Lipton? Go ahead.
What is your least favorite word?
That's a more Hannibal Lecter.
Hello, Clarice.
All right, you get to redeem yourself this one.
Oh, boy.
George W. Bush.
Strategery.
That's the one most
That's
people.
all I got, yeah.
You got one?
Let's be clear. I want to take you down to my golf course.
Yeah, I feel like that's Bill Clinton doing
it's a little bit,
George
it's
W.
weird.
Bush.
All right,
It's been a while since I've heard his George W.
fair.
So
The last one, Robert Goulet.
Papa!
Dinkle donkle, someone's calling you. Goulet.
Goulet.
Your phone is ringing. La-di-da-do, la-di-da-do.
Goulet.
Will Ferrell is back on the show this week as the host.
Get off the damn shit! Get off that shit!
And every minute of this just made me nostalgic because I love Will
I
Ferrell.
love me some Willie Ferrell.
Yeah. But before we get into the episode, I do have a mail call before I forget. Should we do a mail call?
Yeah.
Brad.
I wish you
Sean.
wouldn't call it that though.
Why?
I don't know. It just feels
Does it
mailbag.
get you aroused?
Mailbag seems like a good.
When Ben hears mail call, he thinks, "Uh-oh, boner patrol."
no. I just feel like it sounds awkward.
Brad, mail song, please.
He's really putting the screws to the improv and the
He's
musical
good at
stuff.
this.
We got to go for it. Yeah.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
What's that sound? It's the letter bell. The mail is here and we're feeling swell. We got a bag of letters and we're gonna read them now. So sit on down and whatever. Almost couldn't bring it home. Couldn't bring it home.
It was so close.
Fuck, you were going.
And also, now rhymes with so many things.
Do it then. Quick. Yeah, quick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So we're gonna read these letters now. Take a look at it.
Now you're gonna rhyme it now. Yeah, no, get the fuck out of here.
Say kapow.
You suck.
right.
Just as much as I
Afterwards, we'll eat some chow.
do.
All right, this is from Alice Trupp. Sorry.
Got scared for a second.
On YouTube. Okay, hear me out. Would the dancing teacher sketch have been funnier if it had played out exactly the same way with no interaction from the students and him leaving in embarrassment? For the students to then lose their minds gushing over how cool he is. That's kind of where I hoped the sketch was going, and I was disappointed at how unsurprising the ending was. Unrelated, regarding your disagreement this episode, Ben was obviously right. Full disclosure, I can't keep you guys straight, and I'm not sure which one of you is Ben.
What was the disagreement?
We fight all the time. I don't know.
I'm Ben.
Oh,
This is Ben. I'm Ben.
I wonder if it was the Jane Wickline thing.
We always fight over Jane Wickline, though.
Yeah, Brad hates her, and we think she's great.
But okay, so what did you guys think about the sketch about dancing?
I think it's an interesting enough take on it. Like, I think that could have been better. I don't know.
It definitely plays on some things with teens and adults or parents where a teenager is not going to give you really how cool you are, or how much they like you, and so I could see there's definitely some comedy in that experience.
I still just feel like if it was a more dramatic person in the role, it would have worked better.
Yeah.
So maybe just a little slight miscast, even though Matt Damon was fantastic in it, but he sold it too well almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for commenting. That is our only one for this episode.
And I'm Ben. I'm Ben.
Nobody really cares.
That's Nate, who's being very selfish right now.
All right, this was the season 51 finale. It is crazy that we got through another season. I feel like, I feel like when we started this podcast, we were like a couple years away from season 50, and that was going to be like the big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're a full season after season 50.
It feels weird.
It is. It's
Imagine
just
how
going-
Lauren feels.
I know. Can we do another episode sometime about like maybe reviewing this whole season and maybe some things that we expect to see next season? Brad, are you okay
No.
with that? Okay.
No, we will.
Moving on.
We always do a season 51 recap where we pick our favorite sketches and some other stuff. So yeah, we'll definitely
Yeah,
do
maybe
that.
make some predictions, and I'd love to hear your predictions, listeners, as well. All right, let's get started. Cold open, Jeffrey Epstein ghost. This is kind of styled as a Christmas Carol. James Earl Johnson falls asleep at the Oval Office desk after returning from China and is visited by the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein, who is played by Will Ferrell. Again, second episode in a row that the host is in the cold open, and that is rare.
Yeah.
It might not seem like it, but it is rare. Epstein shows Trump visions of the cabinet's future, and it ends with a duet of Grover Washington Jr.'s Just the Two of Us. What'd you guys think of this? I'll start with you, Brad.
I like this as another solid variation. For me, some of the best political cold opens come when they have more of a narrative slant than they do a press conference or, a meeting, things like that. So like doing something like this by having the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein actually come and visit Trump. At the same time, in the real world idea of this, it's extremely frustrating to hear jokes like this being made, and we're just like, yeah, that's satire, and it's still, this is all stuff that's just really happening, and like we have to tolerate that. But yeah, I think it was fun having Will Ferrell. I think that they did maybe do a little edgier things in there than you might have anticipated. Mm-hmm. But I do wonder if they have ChatGPT writing Kash Patel jokes. because it just seems like they keep going back to the well, even more so than SNL typically does for something like this. It's like we only need so many jokes about Kash Patel's eyes. Like we get
very
it.
Strange
We've seen it for a while.
Beating a dead horse a bit.
Yeah. So that was the only thing where I thought I was like, you didn't really need to do that again, but whatever.
Does Aziz live there now?
Probably.
He's just like, you can't get rid of me.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess he won't be needed in the next season because I'm going to guess Kash Patel won't make it through the summer.
Oh, no. We lose a good one?
What did you think of this, Ben?
No, I like, man, it's shocking to me how as soon as he's like, it's your old buddy, Jeffrey Epstein. I'm like, oh my God, he looks a lot like Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know why. I just like, my brain really connected that like, shit, he really does look like him. Mm-hmm. It was very funny. It's good. Like it's sharp. But it's still I'm mad that I'm conflicted like that, Brad. Like I don't like that we're at the point where we're just able to make jokes about it, and that's about it because nothing ever is going to happen about this shit.
Yeah,
so that's frustrating. But knowing that and saying this is a comedy show, they're still gonna fight the power, whatever they're gonna try to do on network television is about as good as you're gonna get. So it was biting enough for me that I definitely found it funny.
I loved Will Ferrell in this. He was great. I thought it was a little too long. I thought it was going a little bit too long. I don't think you needed. I didn't need
Aziz Ansari.
Yep, you didn't need that. I don't even know if you needed. I just don't think you needed Colin and Aziz in this.
Yeah, exactly.
I did like the future stuff though. I thought that was an amusing premise. I would have been fine with Colin. I didn't need Kash there though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was okay. Like I said, it wasn't bad at all. Will was great. James Austin Johnson is always good, but it just, I will say I do appreciate the. It wasn't just them doing a press conference, right? It was something creative. There was a spin on it, and if you're going to do a political cold open, which they will almost always, it's a creative way to do it. So I do appreciate that. But
yeah.
All right, moving on. Will Ferrell monologue instead of a traditional monologue. Chad Smith, the Red Hot Chili Pepper drummer, walked on stage first in an identical gray suit and addressed the audience as the host. And then Will Ferrell comes and he claims that Chad Smith pushed him backstage.
That was a funny little bit.
And then they do a Q&A, which Will admits to what SNL does when they don't know what to do with the host.
Oh yeah, of course.
And so this was great. I thought the Chad Smith thing, that's a ever going bit for Will Ferrell and Chad Smith, where they look very, very similar. What did you think of this one, Ben? Did you like kind of the going to the audience? Do you think it flowed well? I've
never seen anybody other than the host come out that I can remember. I'm sure it's happened, but I really don't remember the last time they introduced the host and it comes out and it's literally not them.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very clever, especially because the way my house is set up, the TV and the living room are basically behind the kitchen, so I can be in the kitchen and look through the bar.
Tell.
So I was in there making food, and it was right when the episode started late last night, and so I was making a little snack, and Ashley goes, she's on the couch. She's like, "Oh, that's funny," and he was just him saying the words, and I'm like, "How is it funny yet?" Because I literally thought it was Will Ferrell. So I thought it was pretty interesting that it was just a normal bit that he was doing that I couldn't tell. And as soon as I sat down and realized what was going on, the push me backstage thing it's just delightful. It's that little kind of childish shit that Will Ferrell does that I love.
Yeah.
Well, he has a way of saying things incredulously, like in like a almost panic thing. Like it always sounds funny.
He pushed me back. He pushed me. It's just, like a little kid.
Yeah.
Like take my side.
Don't clap for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I love Will Ferrell so much.
I actually thought Paul McCartney was great in this as well. He's obviously done SNL a ton of times, but there was a couple lines again. Nice try, Chad. Get back behind the drums where you belong.
I love that.
It was a nice little thing. It wasn't groundbreaking. There was nothing overly creative about it, but it just felt very vintage Will Ferrell to me. And
I appreciated the dedication to listing all of the songs that Paul McCartney wrote.
That's great. Yeah, I really did like that.
So yeah, I liked it. It set the tone for me really well for the episode. Brad, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
good stuff.
All right, next sketch, post-op. This was Will Ferrell plays a surgeon delivering post-op news to Mikey Day and Ashley Padilla. mentioning that he accidentally cut off and discarded Mikey Day's genitals during what was supposed to be routine gallbladder surgery. Mikey Day is a consummate professional, but when you know he can barely hold it together, I mean, you just have to believe he idolizes Will Ferrell, and like there's so much there. So it was just fun to see them play. By the way, Mikey Day's 200th episode, I think, was this episode.
Oh.
So he's been on the show for a long time. But I had fun with this. I thought it was fun. There was, again, a little bit of the Will Ferrell charm in this as the doctor that he, I don't know if Matt Damon could have done what he did. Every actor kind of has their own little specialty, but Will Ferrell just brought this sketch alive even more. Brad, what'd you think?
He just has this way of saying things where it just sounds like a child saying it, saying it for the first time, coming to terms with it, and trying to get away with something and make it sound like, look, it's fine, everything. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's why are you making this such a big deal? I said I would, and again, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I said
there's
I
that
was sorry.
Nonchalant kind of delivery.
It's like, what other lever can I pull here? I've already pulled the I'm sorry lever. Yeah. Okay, I told you what happened. It's very innocent.
Even the way he says, "What did I say about being a bitch?"
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. Somebody come talk to her. That kind of thing.
It was a lot of fun to see again. Mikey Day and Ashley Padilla. They have stolen sketches themselves with their performance, and they're really good in this, but they are just serving Will Ferrell in this sketch.
Yeah.
And Mikey Day, again, having a hard time not breaking. I just really thought this was, again, I'm going to say it a lot, it just felt very nostalgic. It felt very, very like almost.
Now, and I heard, and see, the problem is, I heard remove his penis. And so that's what happened. And I mean, I did it. I just think that it's such a simple premise, and it's got to be all in the execution, and it was executed very well.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Bob and Sacrifice. This is a Lord of the Rings musical parody pre-tape, written by Dan Bola, who had a sketch on last week. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I forget. He did
He's had a few.
Yeah.
This season.
All right, this is I thought a very high production value pre-tape with Lord of the Rings style musical kind of song, and Will Ferrell plays Bob, and a elf or not elf,
oh
a
my
hobbit.
God. He's a hobbit. It's a parody of Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and you have the cast playing the various members of the ensemble.
Elf. He's an elf. Yeah, you know what? You're right, buddy. He's an elf.
It's been a long day. So what do you guys think of this? Let's first talk about the song. Did you like the song?
I mean, I won't say like it was a banger song. It was amusing in that how it fit with the thing. I wasn't expecting it to get musical.
I didn't think it was going to be a musical either.
Yeah, so the fact that it took that turn was a nice surprise.
Did you like the turn?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So what did you think of this as a whole?
It was great. It was very funny. I liked the escalation. I liked the twists and turns that it took. I very much appreciated the production value. I couldn't believe how accurately they recreated just the lighting and the style and the visuals of the Two Towers, right down to even the big army out in front of the fortress. Like it was extremely impressive. And also, everybody did a great job playing their respective characters. Having Chloe Fineman play Legolas was kind of perfect. Making James Austin Johnson Gimli is great. Everyone did their part extremely well.
Took me a second to get that was James Austin Johnson.
At first, I thought it was just Mukes, and I was like, "Well, no, he's playing Gandalf. They wouldn't have him."
And then he
both.
started singing. I'm like, that little songbird. He's got a great voice.
Yeah.
No, I liked that a lot. I thought the turn where he literally is a turncoat and he goes to the other side.
Right.
I love that. That's so fun.
Well, that and the fact that then he's still alive and kills Gimli.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A lot of fun to be had.
Yeah. There's a lot going on there, and I enjoyed it every second I watched it.
All right. This is a sequel to a sketch they've done before, but what's interesting about this is the first time this was on, Cast List 1, V1, was a Cut for Time sketch. Mm-hmm. And so this is actually airing during the episode. This was initially starring Beck Bennett, Heidi Gardner, A.D. Bryant, Mikey Day, Alex Moffat, Cecily Strong, all of those, and now it's got the new cast in it. So this is Will Ferrell reprises Mr. Koenig, a manipulative high school drama teacher who torments eager students waiting to see the cast list for the spring musical, which is Grease. And there is a special cameo by Molly Shannon as well. What'd you guys think of this? Do you remember the Cut for Time initially when this was on?
I didn't. I had to go back and find it as soon as I saw that this sketch was called Cast List 2, and I was like, oh, I need to go check out Cast List 1. But yeah, this was hilarious. I will say it did feel long.
It was long,
but it didn't feel long in a way that was necessarily bad. I just realized that the sketch was going on for a while, but it was still very funny. The fact that they were able to have so many cast members in the sketch was great, and I thought that Will Ferrell's character was very funny. Bringing in Molly Shannon was a really nice touch. I love the stuff with the Wicked poster. Was really funny. But yeah, this was a very good sketch.
I think this is Keenan's only sketch.
No, he popped up later on.
Did he? Okay,
Yeah.
He wasn't in the episode a ton. But Ben, what did you think of this?
I remember this when I saw Will Ferrell. Well, I saw the set and I saw Will Ferrell come out. I did immediately jump to, but I thought it was on the show. I didn't remember there was a Cut for Time. But yeah, I remember really liking the original one. This was very funny. It was long, but it was worth it. I liked it the whole way through. Like the Jeremy Colhane's bit about like just getting cast in it and being. I was in the background eating yogurt or whatever it was, and it was just that they foreshadowed a little bit by talking about how Mr. whatever was his name,
Mr. Koenig.
Mr. Koenig like is resentful of him because of it, and then it comes to fruition because he talks directly to him about it. Like I just think the little things like that make the sketch even better than it had any right to be.
I actually think that you're right. This was Keenan's only sketch. I thought there was something he did later, but I had to go look and see. And yeah,
I couldn't remember what else he was in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
great job, Brad.
I was going to bring it up
Why
at
don't
the
you
end.
shut up,
Man,
All right, but also
just on one tonight.
when I was watching this, I'm like, Ben's gonna love this because he also had an idea to do an all-white cast of The Color Purple. He didn't do it, but we talked him out of that.
That joke is hilarious. I laughed very hard at that.
And also Will Ferrell's, what does he say? Wheelie mad about it.
I'm wheelie
which is
mad.
So good. It is like I don't know.
They cut to Sarah Sherman. She's like, "That it's about me." Like, just the look on her face is amazing.
And Will Ferrell can get away with so much stuff too because he is so just innocent when he says things and just so good about it.
His delivery is perfect.
I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was very funny. I did think it was just slightly long though, but that's okay. All right, it's time for Weekend Update. Bradford, get your computer out, please. So Joke Swap was this week. We had one bit, Jeremy Colhane doing his Mr. On Blast. We had some pretty good jokes and some fun there. What did you think, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, for the Bradometer, it's broken. It's not broken. I don't know, but this is them directly screwing with each other is always the highest of the season because it has to be. You have to set the bar somewhere. I don't know, Brad. Are we going season by season, or is this just for this season? Because if we're comparing this joke swap to other joke swaps, and that will affect the fact that it's a 90, 92, 95, or are we only considering this season?
It is entirely contingent on the singular season.
100 then.
No. 94.
It's 100.
Oh!
You thought it was perfect.
I mean, yeah, like they were from the get. They were like
They were very good.
yeah.
No, I agree.
They were messing with each other. Like they were already anticipating joke swap. Like
Yeah.
you could tell.
I enjoyed this too, and I would have given it higher as well. But I just thought, well, you know how Brad is sometimes.
That's fair. No, you did. You were. I'll defend your take there.
I will say too, joke swap wasn't my favorite joke swap. I thought it was one of the first time though that Colin Jost has won joke swap. He usually doesn't.
I
win.
agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was not my favorite joke swap. I thought it was a good joke swap.
I believe
not my
that's
favorite.
fair.
I think that
Is why you probably had to clarify, right?
Yeah, seriously, that's why. Because we're at the point now where we've done enough of these where I use the words diminishing returns a lot. Like that's part of my vernacular a lot. But that kind of fits here because like I've seen this enough where it's lightning in a bottle, lightning in a bottle, lightning. They keep coming with ways to reinvent it. If I'm gonna liken it to an analogy on SNL, Sarah Sherman being on Weekend Update as a character and fucking with Colin Jost has not lost its luster at all to me.
Exactly.
Because they keep reinventing it. The reinvention of the joke swap is what is Che going to do to Jost?
Yeah.
And at this point, yes, literally he was gonna cut his hair and he was gonna let that happen.
Yeah.
And that for real, that real moment in the show was my favorite moment
Same.
of the entire season. To see that Michael Che literally looks over and goes, "You might be the greatest. You're the greatest comedian of all time."
Yeah,
you're that committed to the bit. He has so much respect for him. That right there made me literally have goosebumps.
Yeah.
It's perfect comedy.
It was
like
great.
it's awesome. That being said, I still think the civil rights leader or cutting to Scarlett Johansson in the hallway are funnier bits. And so again, not necessarily diminishing returns, but there's only so many lightnings and only so many bottles, right?
Yeah.
So this one's just not as good as the other ones, but it's not to say I thought this was tremendous. I don't want it to be an insult.
Yeah.
I also did wonder if there were actually members of Michael Jackson's family in the studio.
Oh, see,
probably
not.
I don't know, because Paul McCartney's there.
But that would have been. But if there was, I think they could have showed them on camera, and that would have even been
Oh,
a
God,
better
that
joke.
would've
I mean,
great.
I doubt they would have been able to, because they probably would have been somewhere in the audience where they wouldn't have
I
been able to have a camera.
highly doubt they were in the audience.
Yeah, I don't think they were
I think
either.
it's called a joke.
I don't know. I don't know.
Look it up, Brad.
Look it up, Brad.
Is there any benefit to saying that they're in the audience?
Oh, is there any benefit to saying that she was a real civil rights leader and then to come find out later on she was just a paid actress?
Yeah, because it makes you think that she's real.
Exactly. So you just say they're in the audience when they're not, because then you think they are.
But
That's the same bit.
but it doesn't make sense for them to be there necessarily.
What?
By the way,
Same
did you guys watch The Good Nights with Colin Jost?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they put a bald cap on him.
Oh, did they really? I didn't
Yeah.
see that part.
Yeah.
I didn't see that because I was watching Paul McCartney do a song
No,
the next day.
whatever.
Did they really cut back to it?
They did the good nights during the song, and so they showed them dancing while he was performing.
Gotcha.
All right, let's do Mr. On Blast. Mr. On Blast returned for another commentary segment. What'd you guys think of Jeremy Culhane doing this again, Brad?
Oh, I'm fine if he does it whenever he wants to.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's hilarious. The choreography wasn't quite as tight
Right.
this time.
But it was more.
Yeah,
And so I get it.
Yeah, they did more. They did some different stuff. The ending was right back on the money.
Yeah.
It was the middle where they had a little bit of, it wasn't quite as on
The
with
picture in picture was
that was great.
great.
Very funny. Yeah, there was enough escalation here to make his return to the desk worth it. As long as they can keep figuring out a way to do that, then I am all for it.
Yeah. No, very, very same page. Great bit by him. He had the best season of the featured performers.
Now, Brad, on your car, have you ever had the...
I maybe would say Veronica Slowikowska has some contention there.
No.
We're going to talk about that in the next episode, right?
Listen, they all were special snowflakes.
Because I want to talk about dong rod gaskets.
I'll bet you do.
All right, mechanics. Three mechanics played by Will Ferrell, Paul McCartney, and Marcelo Hernandez attempt to explain incomprehensible car problems to a clueless couple played by Mikey Day and Ashley Padilla. This is like me going to the mechanic, by the way, whenever they bring up something, I know how to change my oil and that's about it. I can't do a ton of stuff, but if they're like, your blinker fluid is leaking, I'd be like, oh, well,
That sounds dangerous.
Got to fix that. That's for sure. So I loved the comedy part of this. This was really good. I thought the sketch was fine, but I liked the conception of this sketch. What do you think of this, Brad?
It did feel like it maybe went on with the same joke a little too long. I was glad to see that there was a little bit of a peak in the end of saying that they could pay with ass. The
good escalation.
deliberation about that was very funny. And I also appreciated Paul McCartney doing the gibberish sounds. It's always fun to see him because he's so dry with his delivery. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, this was a fine sketch. I didn't love it. Didn't
too long. Just too long.
Yeah.
I really did like the numbers though.
Yeah.
Like 4,760, 400, whatever. And then the fact that Mikey Day says it back kind of innocuously or incredulously, I like that a lot.
There wasn't a ton of sketches in this episode because there were so many long sketches.
Yeah. And three musical performances.
Exactly.
This is I guess I literally don't know the answer, so maybe you guys do. Were sketches when Will Ferrell was on SNL, were they longer on average, or were they shorter or roughly the same?
No, I don't think so. I think it was pretty much the same. I don't remember Will Ferrell specifically like being the cause of longer sketches.
I didn't know. It just felt like I said,
with the exception of the cold opens when he was George W. Bush.
Yep. All right, moving on. The Newmans. A woman brings her boyfriend home to meet her family. But the joke is when any family member turns around, their clothing has cutouts that reveal their buttocks and their backsides. This is a very silly physical sketch. It's nothing that's groundbreaking.
Pass.
But
I didn't like this one.
Yeah,
I
It didn't work for me.
I didn't dislike this one. It felt very half-baked, though.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like there was an amusing idea here, but they couldn't really figure out how to make it feel a proper sketch length.
It felt very one joke to me.
Yeah.
The best version of this ever was when Will Ferrell shows up in bikini briefs that are red, white, and blue.
Yeah, of course.
That's what they're always going to be chasing
Yeah.
with stuff like this. This was nowhere near that, and so that's why I was like, "There's nothing here."
Yeah.
That's all.
It did again feel fairly nostalgic though, in that like the
I
physical
get that,
kind of
but
part
if
of it.
this was the
but
first
it didn't
time that
work as well,
if
though.
this is the first time that Will Ferrell had done something like that,
Yeah.
I probably would have found it hilarious. But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is literally I've seen this before. So
It was still amusing to
That's
see
fine,
him wear a garter and lingerie and and that kind of thing. But yeah, it just wasn't anything that like moved the needle for me.
yeah, me neither.
All right, and that is it. I think of the. Did I forget a sketch? I don't think so. I think the Newmans was last, right? And then Paul McCartney performed "Band on the Run." All right, that was it for the episode. Again, not a ton of sketches, but we do have 2 Cut for Time sketches, which I really enjoyed watching. Let's go with the first one. This is a pre-tape. Will Ferrell plays Hormuz Jeff, a boat captain promoting his business, smuggling goods through the Strait of Hormuz amid the U.S.-Iran conflict. I thought this was hilarious.
Yes.
It was very good. I liked Mikey Day in this. I just thought this was fantastic. I don't know why they didn't put it in the show.
Time.
Yeah, I got cut for time.
There's no time in the show.
I know, but cut one of the other sketches out.
I would have cut the Newmans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think this was one of my top 3 sketches. Put it in there. Find a spot for it, in my opinion. So
Yeah, no, it was very, very funny. Like firing guns at fish.
Especially since it's not as if there were any other pre-tapes other than the Midnight Matinee. Like you could have one more in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, and the whole idea of like what is it, Peeler? Find us on Peeler, and you have to download the app. And
Yeah.
it was, and then
Texto
Yeah.
through Peeler and Mikey Day as the second banana, literally saying, "You gotta go
Yeah,
through Peeler,
exactly.
man. You gotta go through it. You gotta go Texto
because
through
you know
Peeler."
that guy. You know that guy.
Oh, dude,
right?
I have seen that guy at the gas station 3 times. Absolutely. And good on Mikey Day for finding a voice I've never heard out of him
No,
before.
no,
It was
that's what I'm
literally
saying,
a
that whole
delivery, a
character.
cadence, and a character I've never heard out of him before. I loved it.
But yeah, I really like this. If you've not seen it, go to the SNL YouTube page and you'll find it. It is a wonderful sketch.
Worth your time.
The energy reminded me of the sketches that they used to do with like church and stuff like that and talking about the people as if they were like big drag race events,
I really don't know what you're on
like
about.
like when it's the announcer and it's like and DJs spinning whatever. And,
Oh, gotcha. You're not talking about Ask Dan.
that was one of them.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's that vibe, that juggalo vibe
Yeah.
almost to it. Sure, no, I get that.
All right. 2 of my favorite words together is our next Cut for Time sketch, Juicy Tubins. Will Ferrell plays a security guard working a meet and greet for a children's musical act.
I'm physically upset that this was not in the show. This was absolutely hysterical. I laughed out loud hard at
But
this.
you
Yeah.
do love Juicy Tubins.
I love Juicy Tubes more than I like to admit, and I admit it all the time, so you know it's real.
Brad, what'd you think?
Oh, I love Juicy Tubins.
Like the juxtaposition of a hardcore security guard and a children's show. I can't believe I've never seen this before.
With a fantastic wig.
Incredible character work, just spot on. Like you thought he might actually kick a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just he was really going for it.
Well, the way he picked up the one kid,
Yeah.
I was throwing him around. Is I know how to throw.
I know how to throw a kid.
And by one complainer, the kids. I mean, come on. Stop breaking during the sketch. That's all I want to
Actually,
say.
I mean, they honestly weren't
They
really
were
breaking.
great.
Yeah,
There was a couple breaks. That's all I'm saying. If you watch them closely.
they were. I thought they did a very good
They
job.
did great.
No.
I would love to see what you would do if Will Ferrell shouting at you and pretending.
Also,
to kick
I
you.
like when he puts the sleeve on the kid and he's like, "That's not my kid."
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
But I love this sketch. I love Will Ferrell in this. Jeremy Collane's not even doing anything, and he still makes me laugh. He's got a little bit of that Bobby Moynihan thing to him, where
For sure.
he just has that like I don't know what it is, an innocence to him that just makes me laugh when he talks. Seriously, do yourself a favor. Go to the SNL YouTube page. Watch those 2 sketches. They definitely should have been.
These are in my opinion,
episode.
these are the funniest sketches of the night, and they're both the cut for times. Like that's tough.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I really do. I think
Yeah. They were very funny, and they were funnier than half the sketches.
They really
Would
were.
you say that the pre-tape, Hormuz Jeff, was better than Lord of the Rings pre-tape?
No, not quite.
No, I'd still prefer that one for sure. But I think that overall, I would have preferred to see these 2 in over almost everything else. No, but I'm gonna give. I mean, can I give the sketch of the night to little Juicy Tubins?
No, we have rules.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
we've
give
done
it.
that
No, I'm gonna
before.
give it to Juicy.
No, we
Tubins.
have rules.
No,
We've done that.
It's my show too. It's my show too, and I'm gonna do it.
Never done that.
Well,
They're
I'm
cut
pretty
for
sure we
time.
have.
So
No,
good.
they're not
I'm pretty
part
sure
of
we
the
have.
show.
So good.
They're
All
not
right,
part of the show.
listeners that have been in-
No, because now you're giving him free reign to break rules whenever he wants to, just because he feels like he can.
It's a sketch that was written for this episode.
It was
starring
not part of the episode. We've had this conversation before, and you agreed.
You know what? You need
Don't
to-
give him the
you-
power to
nope.
defy mom and dad.
Nope. You need to embrace streaming media on YouTube as a legitimate form of sketch comedy and taking in what they're releasing. If they didn't want us to
okay,
consider
no,
this,
no.
they would not have put it up on YouTube.
That's not
as
true,
part-
and
Nope,
we've
that
never
is
considered.
true.
We've never considered any other cut for time sketch this time. And also, I say this with all due respect, but go fuck yourself.
You know what? Juicy tube in your ass.
You wish, Pastor Nate.
Easy. It's getting a little heated in here. I'd like to say for the record that this cut for time sketch is the sketch of the night.
All right. What would
Disqualified. The sketch of the night is, in fact, the post-op. That was the funniest one.
I mean, sure, it was funny,
Sure, it's funny.
but this was funnier.
I thought post-op was very good too. If I have to pick one in the episode, I would say post-op.
I'm giving an
Maybe Bobbin's sacrifice.
yeah, the fun. No.
I don't know. Also, Juicy Tubins is very good.
It wasn't in the show.
It was in our show that we watched.
Nope, it wasn't in the show.
Who was your MVP this time, Nate?
Oh, Will Ferrell. By far.
Without Will Ferrell, this is a nothing show. Honestly,
really is.
he carried most of it.
And you have to have a high bar for Will Ferrell to win MVP.
I have to agree though, because literally without him, this is literally a very, very middling show.
It was he brought this show together.
Absolutely.
He gave me so much joy just watching
Respect.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
I loved how this season ended.
How about you,
with this
Brad?
episode.
I think I agree. Just because even though we do expect this from him, he really did carry the show.
The whole show,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's he made the sketches better than they might otherwise have been with another host. He's just great.
Yep.
Can't deny it.
All timer Will Ferrell. Where is he in the pantheon? Is he on like the Mount Rushmore for you?
Yes.
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure he was in our top 10 casts that we did.
Oh
No,
no,
but-
he was
but
definitely in
is
the
he
top
top
10. But is he?
4?
But I don't remember what we had said about him being in the top.
I don't remember our top.
I don't think that we came up with a cumulative best. We just
No, we
each
just
did
had our
own.
individual. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Is he on your Mount Rushmore? I can't remember.
Is he top 4?
I don't remember if he was. I think he was up there.
All right, well, it's worth a re-listen. We should probably go have our opinions shared.
Yeah,
not
we
worried about
actually do need to think about some of this. Are there any cast members right now that you would put in your top, let's say, 25?
Yes,
Yeah, probably.
Mikey Day.
Okay.
He has proven himself over and over again to be a wealth, a spring of comedy. I mean, he's just so talented.
As
It
a
is hard
writer
to-
and a
Exactly.
performer.
It is so hard, though, because he is so good, but he doesn't have the... I don't know what it is.
He's
He
not the
doesn't-
household name.
Exactly. He's not the household guy. He is the Phil Hartman of this, where he just brings everything together so well, and he's so good. Would you put any of the current cast in your top 25?
I think that James Austin Johnson maybe has a chance of also being on there, just because he is also a versatile performer. He can do the everyman stuff like Mikey Day can. He's an incredible impressionist, and
I'd like to revisit this in about 3 or 4 years for Padilla, because I think
Yeah.
she's on a rocket ship.
For sure.
Marcelo as well. I
Yeah.
mean, they have, if they've got legs to their career, like Bowen Yang is an all-timer for me.
Yeah.
And right the first couple of years, it was like, yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff. Let's see where his career goes.
Right.
After the show's for him is over, you look back and you go, holy shit, what a great like all-time career he had. And I think
Would
Padilla
you put him in your top 25?
has that as well.
Bowen?
I would really have to think. It'd be
really
hard.
should think about this again.
Yeah,
'cause I don't remember. I know we've done a list like this,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah.
remember.
but
what
it's
We only did 10 too. So.
it's hard. Yeah. No, it's hard. He's definitely up there in the. I'd say like all these people are in the conversation, but I would need to. I would hate to like look back through and forget somebody, from the 90s or 2000s that I loved instead. But yeah.
All right. Well, that is the episode, and that is the season.
Anybody leave anything, Brad?
Yeah.
Think Chloe Fineman's done?
I think that's a possibility, maybe. Especially with as much heat as Ashley Padilla is getting, and
She wasn't in a ton of, she didn't have the best and busiest season either.
Chloe.
Fineman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was there a lot.
No,
she
but
just didn't have.
She didn't really stand out.
It's always these days with it is a bit of a bloated cast, and it has been for a while.
Yeah.
It's
I think
harder to stand out.
I think with Ashley Padilla there, and also especially Veronica Sloikowska there, who I think has the potential to do what Chloe does.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily as skilled as an impressionist yet, but she definitely probably has the chops to maybe do that. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a possibility.
Here's a couple other ones to think about. James Austin Johnson has been on the show for a while now.
If Trump's alive, he's still going to be on the show.
I feel like Lauren probably will do everything he can to keep him around.
Marcelo Hernandez is getting more popular culturally, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he can probably be an actor. He can do some. I think he's got.
I don't think he's going anywhere though.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think he's got opportunities.
I could see him going the full. What is it? 6 years?
7.
7 years. Yeah.
What about Andrew Dismukes? I can see him wanting to write and create some things.
Yeah,
well.
and I think that he's also had, at least in the back half, it's been a little more of a quieter season for him as well. The bigger question is do Jost and Che maybe leave?
I think that's probably outside, everybody else. Like, is Lauren going to stay or whatever? But Che and Jost, when they leave, it's an era that's over, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they were gone and Chloe Fineman's gone, and at the same time, it's another rewrite for the show. Almost.
I don't know why, but I don't feel like they're wanting to leave. I don't get that vibe from them.
I don't either.
I feel like they're still having fun. And honestly, it's a great gig. It is a fantastic gig for them. They're probably getting paid really well to do it because they're very popular. They're
and let's be honest,
they're not head writers anymore.
Weekend Update is a well-oiled machine.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have plenty of good writing that happens. They have amazing cast members to pull Weekend Update bids from. The joke swap stuff, the camaraderie they have. They are peaking still. So it would be them retiring at the top of their game. I would hate to see it, but if it happens, they would basically be very, very missed next year.
I guess the only thing that maybe might keeps me from thinking that maybe they're not quite gonna leave yet is that I don't know if they really have anybody who can replace them yet.
That's not necessarily a barrier to people leaving, though. That's
No, of course not. But
I don't think they ever really can until they do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's, when
they tested people last season.
they did.
Yeah.
Longfellow,
Yeah.
who then got released from the show. Maybe
Right.
maybe his audition was that bad.
What about Mikey Day? Can you see him leaving?
I hope not, but
Yeah,
I could
maybe.
see. I mean, again, I did notice this year for the first time that he looks a little older. Like in the sketches, he's not a very young face anymore. So him playing younger roles, like high school kids and stuff, is a little it's a little jarring these days.
It'll be interesting too to see because Cam Patterson and Tommy Brennan really didn't have great freshman years, right? I think they both have potential. I wouldn't necessarily axe them at all. But the show has got rid of cast members quite a few times after a season if they don't really break out. Veronica has had a great freshman season.
Veronica and Colleen, I don't think are going anywhere of their own volition. The show will keep them hopefully too. But again, who was the wonderful woman that we lost that was just last 2 years ago? Trost?
Oh yeah, Chloe
yeah,
Trost.
And we were all like, what the hell?
Yeah.
She was brilliant, but that probably speaks more to internal demands or drama or whatever
Maybe.
Than anything else. But yeah, that could happen, with any of these cast members.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. We'll talk more about this probably on our wrap-up episode, but I don't really have anything else to comment on this episode, but I really loved how this season ended, and we'll talk a little bit more about
Let us know what
Love
you
is
think
love,
of the episode.
Give us some highs and lows.
Should a pre-tape that got cut for time be allowed to be your sketch of the night, or does it need to be a live sketch that was cut for time? Can be your sketch of the night. Which do you think?
And also, you know, if you want your comment read on the next episode, say something about the full season, and we'll see.
Yeah.
If your
What was your
sketches-
favorite episode this season?
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to get cut? Who do you think's going to make it through?
Who should host
And-
next year?
Yeah. Do you think Ben should be allowed to break the rules all willy nilly? Like, we're living in a crazy,
Yes.
chaotic
And also-
society.
and
where
also,
things
what do
don't
you
matter.
think of Brad's Juicy Tubins?
Are they too juicy? That's the question the internet wants to know. Are Brad's Juicy Tubins too juicy? Tune in to Juicy Tubin Tuesday.
It's a ridiculous question. No tubins can be too juicy.
Not even on Juicy Tubin Tuesday.
All right, Brady, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky under Ethan Anderton or Slash Film in the Slash Film Weekly podcast, or Pop Cultured as a podcast, or
Oh my gosh.
if you like junk food, and I know you do, you can Look at Brad's Junk on
Oh.
TikTok and Instagram and Facebook.
You've been doing the videos.
Yeah.
I like
I'm
the videos.
looking at your jug right now, and it's a great Juicy Tubins.
Yeah, you
All right.
are.
Juicy Tubins.
Ben, where can people find you?
Looking at Brad's junk.
Hey, did you announce anything important yet? Can we announce that on the thing?
Nope.
Okay.
Not on this
not yet.
podcast, anyway.
All right, why not? I mean, I'm just.
This isn't a podcast for that.
We're still waiting.
Okay, well, soon we're gonna announce something that's gonna freaking knock
Ben's
your
pregnant.
juicy tube.
Twice.
It's gonna knock your juicy tubing off, buddy. I'm Nate Laux. You can find me somewhere on the internet, and we'll be back here in a couple weeks, probably maybe next week. I don't know. But listen to our other podcasts as well. Go Flix Yourself. We'll be updating that one quite a bit more this summer.
We'll do so many more Will Ferrell impressions on that show.
Yeah. and if you would like a video of Ben blowing you a kiss, just send us an email.
What? Where did this come from?
All right, be good to yourself. Be good to others. Bye bye.